Well, it's January 19th, which means 5 years ago, last month, I have been married that long. 5 years ago, I got married. So it was December 19th, but, December 19th vlogs were all about, like, Christmas. So I thought, well, it's been 5 years and 1 month. And so I thought it would be interesting for you guys to hear my perspective on marriage and the 5 things that I have learned in 5 years of marriage. Number 1, guys are not as messy as everyone warned me about. Everyone was like, get ready, because when you move in together, the bathroom's disgusting, and he leaves stuff everywhere. You'd hear people say that. And then, after we got married, we moved in together, and I think Winston was like, oh my gosh, the bathroom's so messy. There's stuff everywhere, because I'm a little bit more of the messy one. He is very organized and a very clean person, and I am not. And so I just thought, this morning was like a perfect example of this. And I'll show you guys these pictures. But, like, this is his sink, for instance. I do not doctor anything. And that's mine. So I am more messy than he is. So guys are not as messy as everyone says. Number 2, opposites really do attract. He's always burning up. I'm freezing to death. He's always earlier on time, and I'm always late. He's a saver. I'm a spender. I mean, it's true. Opposites really do attract, but it keeps things interesting. Number 3, I have learned that friendship is really important. I'm so thankful that Winston and I, we genuinely enjoy hanging out together. Like we, go out to eat or we'll go on vacation and we just enjoy time together. That was kind of one of the things, once I got pregnant, I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of mourned this idea of it's not gonna be Winston and I anymore. And yes, the baby's gonna enhance our life. It's gonna be a gift, and I'm very excited about that. Don't hear me say that. But I was like, we just have this great thing going. And so all that to say, I think friendship is so important. When you can just genuinely enjoy each other, marriage is just better. Number 4, forgiveness is essential. A lot of my friends who are getting married, they ask, is marriage hard? What's been hard on marriage and stuff? And I think one thing, Winston and I are not perfect at this, but something I'm so thankful for is that we both forgive very easily. And I think that just helps you move on from problems. We have some friends that they're in the same fight for a week. And she's like, well, last Friday he did this and this. I'm like, last Friday, it's Thursday. It's almost been 6 days, I mean, gosh. So I think that this idea, now some problems are harder. I understand that. But for the most part, if you can find forgiveness quickly, it makes things more simple and less complicated. And lastly, my biggest piece of advice, or something that I've learned in marriage, is just to serve each other. I think a lot of people get caught up in how does marriage, the structure look, and all of this stuff, and in different circles, are opinionated about different things. But what I've found with Winston, I'm like, I don't even know what bucket we would fall in, honestly. Because I don't know, it just doesn't become an issue because we just serve each other really well. We sound so perfect, don't we? No, we're not perfect. We're crazy sometimes. But, he just serves me really well as a husband. And he, everything from helping clean he'll do the dishes after dinner. Just little things. He just serves me so well. And as a wife, I feel like I want to serve him in return and let him go out and watch football. That's fine. Go with your friend. You just want to serve each other. And I think that just helps the unity in your marriage. Now, obviously, I've not been married 55 years, only 5 years. So some of you people are watching this are like, oh, 5 years. She has no idea. So maybe year 7, I'm going to be like, I was so wrong about all the things I thought about marriage. I don't know. But as of right now, those are the 5 things that I have learned in 5 years of marriage. And I would love to hear your marriage advice. If you had one piece of advice or something that you have learned in marriage, comment below. I'd love to hear.